Okay, good morning, good afternoon. Once again, our second and final live stream of today, Microsoft Flight Simulator. We are in the CubCrafter's NXCub. That is the front wheel version of the little prop plane. We've flown it before, so we're going to go with what we know works. We're going to take off from here, head towards this cathedral, and then make our way towards Copenhagen proper, and then we're gonna cruise on down probably the coast right here, and then we're gonna go across this very interesting bridge. I had to look this up online about it. Hopefully we're gonna be able to see it. It doesn't render in very well from the air, but hopefully we're gonna see, and we'll talk a little bit about that bridge and everything. Very fascinating sort of thing. And then we'll make our way over into Sweden, and we're going to call over here to Malmö Sturup, I guess, and we're going to land here. That is runway 29er. Okay, so we're gonna land there, or maybe here at the other end. That's runway 11. Maybe runway 11, just in case. But anyway, that's the plan. Hello again, Bex. Welcome. So let's get in here. We're going to clean up the weather a bit, and hopefully we'll have a nice sunny afternoon flight here in Denmark and over into Sweden. Have a nice little tour. It won't be a 3-hour tour. A 3-hour tour.
Rosekill to Tower Victory 00 at runway 29er, ready for departure, departing straight out. Victory 00 altimeter 29er decimal 35.046. Departing straight out approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 29er. Cleared for takeoff runway 29er.
Ooh, it is windy. Ooh, that is some nasty looking weather. Let's get rid of that. We don't want that. There we go. We want it to be nice and calm and relaxed, and yeah, that's what we want. Right. Let's see. We have all of our lights on, just so we're safe. Skies, yeah, lights are on, landing lights are off, strobes are on. Okay, let's we can minimize this because we're not going to be. Oh, I want to check my assistant. Yep, that's all good. Right. Let's get in the air. And away we go. Morning again, Mick. Let's try to get this thing to stop climbing a little bit so we have a nice, don't want to be too high up while we're doing our little tour. Of course, now it wants to kind of nose over. And... Alright, I think we got... Oh, nope. Still wants to continue climbing. That figures.
Victory 00, leaving my airspace, frequency change approved. Roskilde Tower, Victory 00, frequency change. Copenhagen approach, Victory 00 is type CubCrafter CC 19, 3 miles north of Roskilde, 2,800 feet. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Victory 00, Copenhagen approach. Squawk 5535.
Squawk 553E5, Victory 00.
Victory 00 radar, contact 3 miles north of Roskilde to 3,000 feet. Cleared through the Charlie airspace.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace, Victory 00.
Where did the... Oh, it's back there. Let's go back and see that cathedral. Well, everybody's late to the party now. I guess the little bit of farming did everybody in. Still wants to climb. Not get this thing to kind of settle down a bit. Of course, now it wants to start dropping. That figures. I can't find that little sweet spot. The Roskilde Cathedral. I wish we were... Man, I cannot, for the life of me... Hello again, Sue. Figure out how I can get it to just stay at a reasonable sort of altitude so we can do these flying tours with a bit more, you know, like we're a little bit closer. I'm guessing if you want to see what it really looks like on the ground, Roskilde Cathedral. Looks like it's a pretty impressive place. Alright, Copenhagen is off there in the distance, so we're going to swing back around here and make our way. There's the airport, so we got to keep turning here a little bit. Grabbed a cuppa and a donut. I like it. That sounds like a good plan, Sue. breakfast of champions. Well, lunch of champions in your case. I think our next point of interest is over yonder here. We'll just continue our nice little leisurely turn. So now it wants to lose altitude. I don't get it. See if we can capture the That's okay. I used to, when I was in Afghanistan especially, not so much in Iraq, because stayed well away from the sodas when I was in Iraq, because, you know, especially when you go out on missions, you're burning so many calories and you have to drink water. But when I was in Afghanistan, even at breakfast, I'd get my breakfast and I'd still grab some cans of Coke out of the fridge on the way out, you know. Everyone's like, why? That's not... I'm like, what difference does it make? You know. So you have a donut for lunch. What difference does it make, you know? Alright, this thing now does just not want to settle down. If we can keep it right about here, I would be quite happy with that. At least we're a little bit closer. We can actually see stuff. I want to on the window. I wish I'd gone to visit Denmark when I was in Europe. I really wish I had traveled more instead of partying and acting a fool and everything. Should have traveled more. It is what it is. All right. Just a quick update while we're headed towards Copenhagen proper. Tomorrow we are in Vietnam, flying in the A320. Tuesday we are in the A320 again in Goa. I think Indonesia, something like that. Or yeah, I think it's Indonesia. Both of those are going to be live weather. We will advance the time so you can actually see a little bit of what's going on. Wednesday, we are in the A320 still. Mariscal Sucre to Valencia. And then Friday, Stockholm to Warsaw in the A320. So there we go. That's the week ahead. Do join if you can. Hang out, watch some nice weather flying. Might be a bit bumpy. It might not be. You never know. And then Saturday, Spitfire Saturday. I don't know where we are going yet. That'll be a bit of a surprise, but we will take, I can guarantee you, we're going to take the Eurofighter through the Mach Loop. Continue our little fun runs through the Mach Loop with some jet fighter aircraft. I think the next one we'll do is that little trainer aircraft that's used by the Navy and Marine Corps for naval aviator schools. We'll take that through the Mach Loop for some fun. What else? Yeah. Not the F-18 just yet, I don't think. It's not quite ready for it, I don't think. Or I don't feel comfortable enough flying it, but yeah, so, but for sure this Saturday it'll be the Eurofighter. It's working again. They fixed it and all that. I think I need to turn more this way. I might have missed my turns. Didn't quite see all my landmarks and stuff. So yes, bring your sick bag for the Eurofighter trip through the Mach Loop. It's going to be a lot quicker than the F-15 and the F-14 have been. So yeah, it's going to be a doozy. So we'll go zipping around there a couple times, and then we'll land it and call it a day. Yeah, so those are airports. It's okay if we're not heading in the right direction all the way just yet. We'll get there. At least we can enjoy the scenery here from the air. That looks like a large cathedral right there, or decent sized church. Got the steeple for sure. Classic Gothic architecture that I do like. I'll be busy. Oh, Bex, it's not that bad. Trust me, well, yeah, the last time I flew in the Black Hawk, I think I talked about this, and I was not prepared for all literally a roller coaster ride in the back of the Black Hawk, and yeah, like, oh, I was miserable, but it'll be okay. It's, it's like when you get on a roller coaster and you know that the ride is it's gonna end at some point, and you just kind of suffer through it, and you laugh, and later on, even if you get sick, it's one of those stories you just kind of like, yeah, remember when? It's all good. All right, where is... I think I lost Copenhagen. We'll head towards the coast, and then we'll find it from there, I think. Until... I mean, if you look at the training that the actors did for the new Top Gun movie. That's not all CGI. They were actually in the back seats of F-18s, and they were going through, excuse me, pulling G's and all that. And yeah, a couple of them were getting sick or close to it, but you know, I saw the thing where Tom Cruise was kind of saying, just do these things and you'll be okay. And you know, of course, when it's easier said than done. You know, I feel like we should go that way to the left. I think over there in the distance, that's the bridge. We'll get up along the coast here, and then we'll see where we're at. We'll take a look. Yeah, I didn't have the training. I mean, it's you know, you just have to kind of try to focus on it. Like I remember when I was in school and I was part of the ecology club, and I admit I only joined because there was a girl in the club that I kind of fancied, so I thought, well, this would be a good way to, you know, get to know her a little bit. And we went along into the Pacific Ocean. We took a trip. I don't think it was, I can't remember where, but anyway, we went whale watching or something like, yeah, whale watching. And and it wasn't like there was, you know, big swells or whatever. It's just a little bit, and I was just like, So I was miserable the whole trip until we got back to port. Like, we couldn't get back there fast enough. I was just so sick. And I had taken all the, you know, Dramamine, all these things that are supposed to help me not get sick. It was like, no, didn't work. Oh, I was so miserable. But then once I got on land and got my bearings again, it was like, I was good. I was like, okay, I'm ready to have some lunch now. But yeah, it was, and of course it wasn't worth the effort because she didn't notice me other than the fact that I got sick. So that was not a very positive experience. But it was fun to be part of it. You know, we got to do some cool things. Like we got to go. One of the things we did, we went on a scientific vessel in the Bay Area, and that they checked the salt levels and everything. So we got to do some experiments in that. But that was a magic time. Well, you would think, you know, it was. I had good intentions, but it was just like. Yeah, it was not fun, but I think I saw one whale the entire time when I wasn't getting sick. That's how I was just like, I was so miserable, and everybody's like, oh, look, a whale. I'm like, yeah, okay. Sure. Thumbs up. Just leave me alone. Yeah, we got to do some cool stuff though. We always had we went on little trips and stuff, and talking about the environment and everything. It was pretty fun. Yeah, the things you do when you think that when you like somebody enough to like, okay, I'm going to do this, and then you're just like, you know, it was not very magical. Oh, no, I did. I don't remember what I was... Anyway, so to recap. Got sick. Young lady didn't really notice me. We're trying to find Copenhagen proper. I think we're kind of heading the right direction, but it's hard to say because I don't know... Yeah, I got it, Mick. I'm back. Thank you. I think I took a drink of my coffee and forgot to unmute myself. There we go again. Well, I'm back, so yeah. Sorry about that. So we're at least we're seeing some bit of Denmark and all that. We'll find Copenhagen here eventually, and then we'll head across. I think that is the bridge there. So if that's the bridge, Copenhagen is up that way then. So if we have the bearings for that. And it's also near the Copenhagen airport, I think the bridge is. So if we find... My turn. Yeah, I know, Mick. I know. And see, now we try to... See, you have a visual sort of, thing that we know when that you're using the... your intermission sort of screen, and so we could kind of know or remind you before you go back into streaming to make sure you turn the intermission screen off. No, I was just saying that the things that you do, when you think you're in love with somebody or you fancy somebody, the things that you will go through in order to try to impress that person. And of course it doesn't always go very well, so no story time. That was just basically it. That I because when Bex had said that she would be getting sick while I fly through the Mach loop, and it's you kind of have to, it's like when you go on a roller coaster, even though you're going to be miserable on the roller coaster, it's not going to last but maybe a couple minutes at most, and you laugh about it later. Even if you get sick after you get off the roller coaster, you will, you're going to laugh about it. Ha ha ha, look at this, and, that sort of stuff. Okay, this is not... where I expected to be. Alright. Where are my... I wish I could pull up a map, kind of see where I am and which way to go from here. This is still all countryside, basically. I'm trying to remember when I set this up, when I was looking at the flight, where, kind of which general direction was it from that cathedral? Which way were we going? I had to do handstands to impress my wife. Well, that's not too bad of a thing to do, I guess. That's not... Well, it depends, though, because if you're not very well coordinated, then of course you're gonna... you could easily fall over and injure yourself, and that's not fun. And of course, you know, if the other person doesn't realize the effort that you went through and you got injured because of it, and you know, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah. Really wish I could see a little bit better the, you know, where are my some of the landmarks or something that would tell me where. Can't really see that airport name. It's like I'm looking into the sun. I kind of feel like we're getting closer, but it's hard to tell. I wish I could see that airport name. I could look it up maybe and see where we're at in relation to Copenhagen and know which way to go from here. I can block out the sun somehow. Ron Holt. Oh, it disappeared on me. I hate when it does that. Come on. Okay. Ron Holt. Here. Map. Grand Holt. Nope, I spelled it correctly. Satellite. Okay, where is Copenhagen in relation to that? Go north or south? I think we have to go back north. Yep, we do. Alright, we gotta turn around. Alright, at least now we know. Oh yeah, we gotta go a little bit north here. We'll get there. Gotta love Google. When in doubt, Google it out. Well, at least we're having a nice little flight. That's what the real effort is. Kind of just have a nice leisurely flight, scenic area. So I think we gotta. Alright, that's there. Okay, now I gotta zoom in a bit. Gotta kind of see where. There's that. Old Dead Reckoning. Gotta love it. I think if we fly along the coast, we'll run into it eventually. It almost seems like it's easterly from here. Or northeast. Might be going still the wrong way. The way that I'm looking at the map compared to where the airport is. It's saying like a northeastern. Yeah. Okay. Let's Soul Run Stand. Like if I can find that, then I'll know which way to head from there. Looking for town names, something that stands out, and then I can navigate from there. See, it's almost like it's saying we got to be near the coast here. I just got to find, if I can find Soul Rod Strand, then I know which way to go. And if I zoom in a little bit and look for. Zoom in again. Lava. Okay, let's go to lava. Oh, not an Italian restaurant, the place. Oh, good lord.
Victory 00, contact Copenhagen Center on 119.43.
Okay, if we're talking to Copenhagen Center, we're still near.
Going to 119.43 Victory 00. Copenhagen center Victory 00, 3,200 feet.
Victory 00 Copenhagen Center altimeter 29.902 continue as planned.
Swanbus. Swanbus. Just need something to tell me where roughly we are. Let's see if SV8 and mode. Let's see. Oh, let's see. That's not helping much. Okay, that's there. So let's see where we are in relation to. Ooh. Okay. Okay, I see where we're at now. Alright, we gotta turn this way now. Okay, we're getting there. Never a dull moment, is it? Never a dull moment. All right. That point along there. I have a better idea now, I think. Okay, now I think we're headed the right direction. Going towards the east. So there's I found no, it's not. We're just going to follow this along here and then hopefully pick up. I did see Velby Strand. It was just on the other, or Vaby Strand, or so. Yeah, I think we're headed the right direction now. Hagendrup. There's Hagendrup. Okay, I saw that. That's there. Alright, if we follow this down, we'll run into it. Pretty much. Okay. Hello again, Amela. How are you? I'm guessing you have had your pre-breakfast and breakfast at this point. We got a little lost here in Denmark, but we are back on track. Good times.
Victory 00, contact Copenhagen approach on 119.805. Good day.
Boy, Copenhagen approach has a huge area of
Going to
responsibility, it sounds like.
119.805 Victory 00. Copenhagen approach Victory 00 2,900 feet.
Victory 00, Copenhagen approach altimeter 29.902. Continue as planned.
Wait, that's approach. That's not even just the center. Wow. I'm guessing, because it must be well, they must have a very large airport, so it must have they're contacting traffic way out to start, you know, getting everything lined up for landing. But looking at that is, we are kind of here, I think. Yep, okay. I know where we're at now. Yep, we just got to follow this down. We'll run into it. We'll be there. No, Evan, I'm just flying solo. So, nope, this is not multiplayer. It's just me in the air right now. I don't quite, no, playing unbalanced here again. As far as multiplayer, no, there's not, that's not gonna happen for some time. And if it does, I have a trusted person who we've discussed it, that once the multiplayer sort of thing kind of works a little bit better, then we'll give that a shot. But right now, no. But thank you for popping in and taking a look. And to be honest, I would have to know you well enough to trust you to be a part of my stream. For somebody just popping in, no, I wouldn't feel comfortable just inviting anybody in, because I don't know you well enough. You know, how you may act while I'm streaming or whatever, so. I know there are other people on Twitch who do have multiplayer stuff going on. So yeah, you might have to research who they are. They'll take PC, sometimes they'll take even Xbox players, but yeah. But there is a multiplayer aspect to it. I don't know if I don't know if that's what you were asking. There is a way to go like on a server and fly with other people. But yeah, I don't do that only because I just prefer to fly and enjoy the game on my own. So yeah. But eventually, my friend Mick and I are going to do a multiplayer in the Spitfires, and we're going to do a flight across the channel. But, yeah. So I hope I answered your questions in one way, shape, or form. If it was a question, or I'm not sure. But there we go. Well, thankfully the sun's still up in the sky, so we can still enjoy. It's kind of like a late afternoon sort of time here in Denmark. I'm doing, well, I'm okay. I'm good, I guess. You know. Just not too keen on this little bit of snow we've gotten. Still well under an inch, I think. It's maybe not even half an inch still. It's still kind of sitting here. I'm a bit surprised. Well, the roads out here in front of my apartment complex, those have been used all night, so they're kind of clear. But I'm surprised that somebody hasn't been out here yet from the property management, kind of laying down some salt or whatever, you know, especially on the little walkways and out front, because if somebody slips, the property owners are liable if somebody gets injured because they didn't clear the sidewalk. Now, it's not super deep if you're kind of careful, but even when you're careful, you could easily slip and fall and hurt yourself. So I'm a bit surprised that they haven't been out yet to tidy things up a bit. But otherwise, I'm good. Yeah, some positive changes in my life, for the most part, I think, have taken place. Somebody who we kind of things in a bad, not necessarily bad, it was just neither one of us were in a good place for a relationship, and I think now that's kind of turned around. So we've been talking and reconnecting and discussing, you know, what happened, what kind of went wrong and everything, and you know, it's been very productive, I guess you could say. So yeah, it's going well. It's nice to have her back in my life. Not to say that everybody else is, you know, not good for me, but you know, it was for all intents and purposes, it was a very solid relationship, and it just so happened we weren't there wasn't a bit of a compromise, I guess. And you know, I know on my end I didn't handle things very well, and I regretted it, and I thought for sure this was, you know, it was a done deal, we weren't going to ever talk again, and then we did, and it's gone very well. So yeah, good stuff. Not quite a Hallmark moment, so don't get your ideas, Sue or Bex, that this is like a Hallmark movie. It's not. Let me be clear about that. You know, in that vein, what the Hallmark movies don't really tell you or show you is the amount of work that goes into a relationship. You know, of course, in the Hallmark movies, it's like it's all perfect, right? And that's not very realistic, you know. So, you know, part of learning about life and everything, you know, you're going to make mistakes, and you're going to have some things that you're going to regret saying or doing. And did you just have a moment? No. I mean, I guess in a way, but I don't look at it as it's not a Hallmark moment, because that's not a very realistic portrayal of life. You know, it's not always a happy ending sort of thing, and I mean, in a way it is, but the work that it takes to continue that happy ending, that's what I think the Hallmark movies don't show that. If that's my one major criticism, other than it's just rehashed stories with the same actors and actresses, and you know, all that, but it's not a realistic portrayal of life, and I think that's the glaring omission about those movies. But no, I am happy that she's back in my life, and you know, we're trying to sort everything out, and you know, kind of reconnect and rebuild and pick up kind of where we left off, in a sense, but not in a negative way. This dude walking his dog just about slipped here in the back parking lot. So, yeah, it was quite a surprise, but you know, it's good. Right, so that is there. Let's see, where are we? I think we should be coming up near it now, Copenhagen proper. All I need is some landmarks, points of interest to pop up, and then we'll know we're there. For sure. So bored. Let me see where I can find so bored. On the map, then I'll know where we are. For sure. I think we've still got a little bit to go. There's a name I did recognize, Fredensburg. Fredensborg. So I think we're essentially headed the right direction. I think that's nope. That should be Copenhagen right there. There it is. Haha! Found it. Good old Dead Reckoning. Looking at names. That should be. Yep. There it is, Copenhagen. Haha! Found it. Ta-da! There we are. Whew, just took a while, didn't it? It's very flat. Yeah, I mean, there might be some minor hills, but yeah, it's a very flat sort of area. So, yeah, definitely. So there's the stadium. Try to capture some these POIs as we fly over. I want to lose a little bit of altitude here and try to get a little bit closer so that Wow, that's a pretty large stadium. I'm guessing that's a football stadium. Wow, that's impressive. Look at that. It looks like it's all indoors too. Wow. This looks amazing. Alright, there's Castle. I think there's a big cathedral here in Copenhagen as well. Oh, look at that. There's the Opera House. Look at that. I think that's... I was looking up when I was kind of planning this flight. The Opera House is not... I don't think it's that old. I think it's a modern build of an opera house. But it looks like it's old. Statens Museum for Kunst? I think I pronounced that right. And there's that bridge I was talking about. We'll talk about that here in a minute as we we'll circle back around Copenhagen. Yeah, look at that opera house. Right there on the water, too. Wow. Have a bit of an industrial area, the part of Copenhagen. There we are. We finally found what we were looking for. Took a bit of time, but that's okay. It's all... We just had a nice, enjoyable trip in Denmark, so... No, I'm just thinking out loud here, and I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm having flashbacks of when Mick and Pulse are playing FIFA. You know, I don't quite. Well, there's a huge rail yard there. Look at that. Wow, I bet you their rail stuff must be super busy, especially this is being a port city. The amount of freight traffic and everything must be amazing. There's City Hall. What else is over there? Rundu. I can't even pronounce that. Oh, there's a huge cathedral right there. Look at that. Wow. The Rosenberg Castle. Wow, look at that. I better watch my altitude here, because otherwise we are going to crash rather unexpectedly. State Museum for something. I think that's what that means. Oh, come on, plane. You need to help me out here. Not like that, though. Doggone it. We're going to end up stalling. Jeez. Come on. It's like it just doesn't want to cooperate now. Oh, look at that. We got a big... That looks like a cruise ship right there. Ow. I think that's a cruise ship. Yeah. It's not a... If it's something else, it doesn't look like a freighter sort of thing. Okay. Let's go towards this bridge. Yeah, that's what I figured. I remember I looked at it online just to see how old it was, and it's not very old, but very impressive building. I can't imagine what the old one looked like. Oh, it's a little bit of light snow now. Goodness gracious. This doesn't give me a warm fuzzy for the rest of the week, to be honest. But yeah. Really neat architecture. I'd definitely like to visit Copenhagen and see some of those sites. Okay, now, so you can see the bridge over there, and I bet you if we try, we could fly under that bridge. Which reminds me, I gotta go back to that area where we were. Where was it, Nick, that we were, there was the hills, scenic tour we did of, where was it? Was it in Spain? No, we took off, I have to look again. I gotta go back and find that and see if we can't zip the Spitfire through there and go under the bridge. I can't remember where it was, though. I have to look back at all my my videos and see if I can find it. Excuse me. So yeah, so the tunnel goes under, going towards Denmark, and then comes out over here, I think somewhere near the airport. Actually, it looks like, or not far from it. But it goes onto that little bit of land and then crosses over there into Sweden. Once we get closer that way, it should give us the name, and then I'm sure Mick will look it up and provide a little bit of history in the chat there about it. Yeah, I think that's comes out right over there off the left wingtip is where I think the tunnel comes out of the water there. I just think it's a very fascinating thing from the perspective of an engineering sort of thing. I mean, that's just mind-blowing that happened, that they can do that. And I would think that they probably did it with, I'm sure there had to have been a few injuries along the way, but generally it's I would envision it was a fairly safe sort of undertaking. Yeah, so that looks like a roadway. Yeah, so the roadway, yeah, you can just drive right over. I think that's where the tunnel is, right over there. But it doesn't, the tunnels don't always render in very well. It's like the road just disappears into the, into the map, or, into the ground or whatever. There's not a, what we would consider a typical sort of, even from the air to see, the tunnel system a little bit clearer. Oh, this thing is very touchy. I cannot just get it to settle down. It just wants, it's like all of a sudden it just shoots right back up, and I'm like in danger. I don't want to do, it's like I'm worried that I'm going to end up goodness gracious, I'm going to end up stalling, Okay, I think we got it kind of settled down now. So yeah, there goes in the island there, comes out, and then you continue on over towards Sweden there. Yeah, absolutely amazing. It says I'm not getting enough. So I apologize if it's buffering over on YouTube. Not sure why that is, but the name of the bridge is coming up right there in front of us. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Now I thought this had a railway with it too. I didn't realize it's a road, you know, like a highway sort of thing. I thought there was a railway sort of aspect to it, but I guess I was wrong. Oh yeah, that is definitely, I think, quite possible. Okay, there it is, the Orizoon Bridge. Now I looked up what that O with the slash through it. It's basically it's the same as our O, how we pronounce it. It's just that's how they write it. So Orizoon Bridge. So if Mick, I'm sure if you can look that up for me, kind sir, and put a little bit of information about the bridge there in the chat, I'd greatly appreciate that. This is just bugging me. Yeah, so it crosses over here into Sweden. And we're looking for, oh, I gotta turn the page back here so I have the airport information of who we're looking for. ESMS. So let's open up our ATC. Should be, there it is. Let's see where they tell us to go. We can't pick our runway.
Stirrup Tower Victory 00 is 19 miles west, 4,500 feet with Quebec to land.
Victory 00, Stirrup Tower. Altimeter 29.902 wind 265 the tree. Fly left traffic, runway tree 5.
Okay.
Fly left downwind runway tree 5 Victory 00.
There it is. Ta-da! All right, we got our airport all lined up. Fly across the way here. And Orizoon Bridge. Alright, I'll look it up real quick. Okay. Oh, it's a combined railway and motorway bridge across the Orizoon Strait between Denmark and Sweden. It is the longest combined road and rail bridge in Europe, running 5 miles from the Swedish coast to the artificial island Pebberholm in the middle of the strait. The crossing is completed by a 4-kilometer tunnel from the island to the Danish island of Amager. It was completed in... Construction started in 1999 and opened July of 2000. So it's been up there for a while. But, yeah. Very interesting history there. Oh, what is that? I don't know what. It's very strange looking. Malmö. Ooh. Oh. Trying to remember out with the O with the amulet, or what's it called? Anyway. Alright, now it's cleared up, of course. He still wants to climb. Well, I do appreciate everybody hanging out today. Even though we got a little bit of lost there for a bit. Yeah, I think it's a little bit behind Amela. I think it was starting to kind of buffer up, so the chat may have not caught up until just a moment ago. So I apologize for the technical difficulties that are beyond my control. Please don't beat me up too much. Amela, okay, so Amela had pre-breakfast, breakfast, and now this is the post-breakfast breakfast, I would imagine. Bella has 3 breakfasts in the morning. The pre-breakfast, the breakfast, and the post-breakfast. Otherwise, day just does not go very well for Amela. Umalat. That's what it's called, the Umalat. You know it's true, Amela. You have to get your stomach used to the food, and so you have to have the pre-breakfast just to kind of get your system going. Umalat, that's what it's called. Umalat. I remember from my German class. Those little tidbits of knowledge that I do recall. So yeah, good stuff today. We had a nice relaxing Sunday. Good stuff. Putting up my... Oh God. Now you're making me have flashbacks when I'd visit my folks. My mom, early in December, she'd always, back in the day, she'd always have this, Christmas party kind of thing. Holiday party. When she worked for the county, always had people over from the where she worked, and but it was always us kids were employed to ooh, wow, boy, that just shot up all of a sudden. I don't know why that happened. It was just, that was weird. To put up, decorate and all that, even though it was like end November, early December. And it's like, wow. Hey, Daniel, how are you? Yeah. So even when I would visit my folks up there in Northern California, my mom and stepdad, nope, we got to get the stuff out of storage and start putting up the decorations. And since you're here, you can help out. I'm not here to do decorations. I'm here to just relax and, no, you are going to participate. Whether you like it or not. The participation it's not like you're volunteering. You're being told that you're going to participate and you're going to enjoy it. Doggone it. Never been a big fan of being voluntold anything. It's snowing again. Yeah, we got a little bit here, Daniel. Probably not nearly as bad as you've gotten, it sounds like, but yeah, we're getting it's still a light coating today. It's not been too terribly bad, but it's yeah, I'm hoping it clears up a little bit for Wednesday when I have to go downtown in the morning for those appointments. So, yeah. But I have warm clothing. If it's going to be cold, even without the snow, I'll be fine. So I just have to get up in the morning, take a shower, and be ready to go, and try to be as warmed up as possible before I head downtown. Yeah, really enjoyed today. A lot of fun. Get to see some nice countryside. Different parts of the world, even though the weather is probably not nearly as nice as we're having it in the game right now. Yeah, Christmas decorations. Oh. I'm not going to put up a tree or anything. I'll just, I don't think I'll have anything up really for Christmas. Not that I don't celebrate, but it's just, you know, for me, it's just not, there's not enough reason to go through all the trouble to do all that, so I guess if I was with, you know, had kids or whatever, you know, a larger place, it'd be a different story. I'd probably, again, kind of like what Mick's experiencing with the the non-stop wrapping of gifts and everything. I would be pressed into service against my will. And be like, no, sir, I didn't like it. I kid, of course. It's great though that to have family to spend time with and all that. So, oh, that reminds me. So, not, you know, if I do have a flight planned for Christmas Eve. So, with Christmas Eve flight, and I have to look to see where that would be, kind of thing. Matter of fact, let me look ahead real quick. 24th, 22, 23, 24. Oh, we're going from Bern to. I gotta remember what plane I'm flying in, but yes, we will have story time on the 24th. Oh, yep, here comes the snow again. It's turning out to be a white pre-Christmas. So, yeah, so the 24th, typical time. If you can make it, you're more than welcome to hang out in the stream and just relax. But we'll have a bit of story time with that.
Victory 00, wind 265, the tree. Clear to land, runway tree 5.
Clear to land runway tree 5 Victory 00.
All right. So don't forget to leave a thumbs up on the way out the door. Do appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out. If you haven't left a thumbs up already. way more runway than we really need, but that's okay. Oops. There we are.
Victory 00, turn next taxiway.
Look at that. We even nailed the taxiway right away. We didn't even have to go all the way to the end.
Victory 00,
Ta-da!
contact ground on 118.805.
118.805 for Victory 00. Sure up ground, Victory 00, request taxi to parking. Victory 00, taxi to General Aviation parking using taxiway Bravo Yankee Delta. Taxi
Bravo
to
Yankee
General
Delta.
Aviation parking using taxiway Bravo Yankee Delta Victory 00.
Well, welcome to Sweden, everybody. Local time is sometime late in the afternoon, I would imagine. We do appreciate, since Bex was the first one here, on behalf of myself and First Officer Bex, we do appreciate you coming in today and hanging out with us. We know that you have a plethora of options. My other favorite word, plethora of options, when it comes to your Microsoft Flight Simulator live stream viewing pleasures. Plethora of pleasures. There you go. Plethora of pleasures on Sunday. But we appreciate the fact that you chose us. We look forward to flying with you tomorrow. So please do leave a thumbs up if you haven't already. Greatly appreciate that. But if you feel that you can't do so, it's quite alright. We still love having you here anyway. More snow shoveling. That is the good thing about where I live, Daniel. I don't have to worry about that. They have people who come out and take care of that. Now, some people will get a broom out and try to like dust off the sidewalk if it's not too deep, but generally they come out and clear the sidewalks and the parking lot and all that, so don't have to worry about that. It seems like we're just wanting to zip right along here. Like it's got a mind of its own. Oh, it says no data. That's fan-frickin-tastic. Well, we're almost at the end anyway. So, I will see you all tomorrow, normal time in the morning. Flying in, stop! Wow, it's like the brakes didn't even want to work. Oof. Dang. Alright, let's turn the lights off. Yeah, we're flying in Vietnam tomorrow. It's off. off, 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 off. There we go. So yeah, so yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Flying in Vietnam should be a good time, I guess. We'll see. Live weather. So anyway, that's going to be it for today, folks. I do greatly appreciate y'all coming in and hanging out. I do hope you have a great rest of your last Sunday of November. Preparation for all the shenanigans of December. Anyway, take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Oh, thank you, Sue. I will see you all later. Peace. Live long and prosper.